Always into something. Always into something. All right, so I got a couple things I want to talk about here. I wasn't gonna do it live, but it's time to do it live now. Time to do a live now. All right, so let's get this thing here situated. There we go. Bing, bing, bong. All right, if you would get in here, please. I'm not going to be on here very long, I don't think. Got a couple things I want to share with you. One, I want to talk about something that's important, and then I want to talk about something that's not important. All right, so that's how we're going to do this tonight. So if you would get in here, hit the like button on your way in so that we can bring more people in here. Come post election is ooh, 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 ooh. Come on in here. We got a lot to talk about to nigga night. Listen, if you would go over to, I'm gonna put and click on any of those links, and you can go over to the Welcome to Angels podcast store, and I've put a lot more merchandise in there. So please go over there and help support the broadcast. Coffee mugs, hats, sweaters, all kinds of different things. Use let me see. Let me put that on the screen here. Use discount code Andrews at checkout and get 20% off. And that's going to go until the first of the year. Use There we go. Yeah, so use discount code Andrews over at checkout whenever you go over there. But again, there's two things I want to talk about. One is very important, and one is not so important. So let's get the most important thing out of the way first. And you see the headline. It says, "Why would they do this?" And what am I talking about? If you've been following me for any stretch of time, you would have heard me talk about the one sales penny tax and the fact that the town of Andrews, how we've been shafted in that whole process. As a matter of fact, let me put this up behind me here to illustrate the point. And behind me right there is the town hall, the partially constructed town hall that was supposed to be funded. That was supposed to be funded from the first 1 cent penny sales tax that took place in 2014 through 2019. And so tonight I'm going to the voters of Georgetown County, pay attention, because a lot's going to be coming down the pipe here in in this next general election in 2024. Okay, the whole vote for Trump or not Trump thing is going to be, so there's going to be a big divide in the nation. All right. And that's no secret. I think anybody that's watching can see that coming down the pipe. But I'm saying that to say that do not get so caught up into that you miss what's happening on the local level, right around you, the things that's going to affect you directly. And here's one of those things that I hope you're paying attention. All right, and so for let me see how I look on the screen here. I don't think that's what I want. Nope, that's not what I want. For those of you that coming over for drama, you gonna get that damn drama. I promise you that. But in the meantime, while we doing that, I need you to pass this information along too. All right, don't pass just the drama. Don't come find the one thing that I do wrong and try to, or that you perceive or that you think that I do wrong, and you think I'm about to back up off of that. Again, this is the stuff right here. If you're going to tell what I do bad, tell what I'm passing this type of information right here, because this is what's important. This is what's important to the future of the kids right there in Georgetown County. Okay, I know you might not think in them terms. You might not even feel that way, but I'm this information regardless. All right. So, and again, you're gonna have to start keeping up, because I can't keep going back and retelling this whole story, right? So, right before the election on November 7th, Georgetown County came before the council. The council came before and proposed two new taxes to generate revenue to do projects inside of the county. Now, the timing of it was weird, right? And here's an article, of course, you see right here from Gab News from 2 days ago, right? Where and pay attention. 5 of the 6 members who will serve on the Capital Improvements Tax Committee have been named. 5 of the 6. Okay. The final members will come from either the town of Andrews or the town of Pawleys Island. Okay. On Tuesday evening, Georgetown County Council unanimously appointed 3 members to the committee. They are Gary C. Cooper Jr., Robert Crenshaw, and Ashley Nelson. Cooper, according to his website, is the president and CEO of Carlos Company and is the executive chairman at Palmetto Infusion Services. Crenshaw, according to LinkedIn, area director for Ready SC, an apprenticeship consultant, and Apprentices Carolina. Nelson is the program and communications officer at Francis P. Bunnell Foundation. That week, the city of Georgetown named 2 members to the committee. They were William R. Tiller and Lawrence Harris Tuning, right? According to the Georgetown County Administrator, Angela Christian, it will be 2 City of Georgetown members who decide who will be made oh my bad Georgetown, the city of Georgetown will decide who will occupy the 6th seat on the committee. They can select someone from either Andrews or Pawleys Island, Christian said. That decision will take place. That decision will be made when the committee meets for the first time in December. The task of the committee will be to put together a list of capital improvement projects. They did the same thing before. That's what I'm telling you. Pay attention. That are needed in Georgetown County. Next November, voters in the county will decide if the sales tax should increase by 1% to pay for the items on the list. The commission will determine the following: a priority of needs within the county, a proposed project, the proposed projects to be constructed and their priority, the maximum cost of each project to be funded, which is, look behind me. That tells you what they did with the last one. Tell me if the Wynyard Bay has been dredged out. The maximum time not to exceed 7 years, and from the date of reimposition for which the tax is to be imposed. The maximum amount of bonds, if any, to be issued, the source of payment of the bonds, and the maximum amount of net proceeds expected to be used to pay the cost or debt services on bonds, and or any other source funds to be used for this project. And this video, I'll play it, and all it is they're listing the names of these folks.
County Council has named 3 individuals to serve on the 2023 Capital Project Sales Tax Commission, and those County Council has named 3 individuals to serve on the 2023 Capital Project Sales Tax Commission, and those individuals are Gary C. Cooper Jr., Robert E. Crenshaw, and Miss Ashley K. Nelson.
Thank you. You heard the 3 names for appointment to the Capital Project Sales Tax Commission. They are Gary C. Cooper, Robert Crenshaw, and Ashley Nelson. Is there a motion to approve those individuals?
And there you have it. So to the voters of Georgetown County, like I said, it's going to be interesting who they appoint. Will they appoint somebody from Andrews, or will they appoint somebody from Georgetown? What do you guys think? Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. What do you think Georgetown, the city of Georgetown, is going to do? And just so you know, right, whichever way they go, if they leave somebody off from Pauley's, or if they leave somebody off from Andrews, they're either one of those constituents, one of those sets of constituents will still be will have this tax imposed on them, despite the fact they won't have anybody there to represent them. Keep in mind, Andrews has 2 representatives on the Georgetown County Council. So something to think about. Again, I'm not going to be on here long, but let's let this ride a little bit so I can clip it. Yeah, but I just got a long post on my on a post that I did a couple of days regarding the sheriff and everything going on in Andrews, right? And I mentioned Spiritfield. So tonight, the pastor of that church, Pastor Rouse's wife, decided to get on there and give me this long thing about me turning on her husband. And, you know, after 2 years, and, you know, they invited me to this, she's commenting on it now. After 2 years, you know, they invited me to the pastoral gala. And you got to keep in mind, when I came back at this time, it was an honor to be invited to do that from afar, because I wasn't there looking. From afar, everything looked like it was on the up and up. So I went and I did that. And if you know me, you know how emotional I am. You know how emotional I get. And I speak from the heart, right? And I will continue to speak from the heart. But at the same time, it's always like the Jay-Z song said, it was all good just a week ago. And so the question they should ask, well, when did he decide to turn on this man? And because nobody wants to talk about the $20,000 little situation, right? And again, I never said nobody stole anything, but it's a way that things are done. And then when somebody decides to call me again from my granddad's house on a Sunday morning to come spray the restaurant, to have this young man, I guess, interrogate me to see what I felt about the what had happened, about the way somebody misrepresented the fact that they received money, and they told this whole men's group that we were supposed to be getting together and do all this stuff positive in the community, sat in front of them people and deceived them and misled them. That's what you should be asking about. What happened to that group? What happened to all of this stuff? Okay, that's when I changed. When you start trying to play me, right? And my man, get your wife off my page, because I'm gonna be disrespectful to her ass. All right, because I know I all right. So don't sit there and like oh, you sit there, you saying how much? Of course. But whenever you're able to get a little closer look at things, you start seeing things for what they really are. And even after I saw what they really, I didn't know. But what, just the dishonest nature of what happened? No. Now, and if you want to talk about switching out, when did this man switch on the mayor? You know, when you guys were running around town during the election telling people not to vote for him, and that was your right to do that. Couldn't get no more flowery rewards or awards, excuse me. See, that stuff don't work on me. So when you start trying to give me an award, I really get suspicious, because I haven't done anything to be awarded for anything. Nor did I do anything to be awarded for anything. That's like receiving a check in the mail, knowing that I ain't worked for it. So if you want to do this messy Facebook thing, come on. Believe me, I'm gonna be really, really disrespectful. So ain't hard to find at all. But no, sweetheart, don't get on my page with that foolishness, because I'm gonna be really, really disrespectful. And they're gonna be like, "Oh, why are you talking to the that's." So get messy. We can get messy. But to voters of Georgetown County, man, that's what I got to stay focused on. I can't stay focused on these butt hurt people. Yeah, run around and calling people demons and this and you want to do this, do that, and you can't run that game on nobody like me. Again, I wasn't messing with you. Once I saw the fakeness, I fell back. See, I'm not one to take in. I take into consideration what people tell me, but that's not what I go in for. You feel me? That's not what I go in with. So. But because you with somebody like that, you don't understand men like this. Okay? up front, frontline warriors, not sit back, throw a rock, try to hide your hand, get your little underlings to come and, you know what I mean? So we can play this game. I have no problem playing this game. Peace.